Hello and welcome to another Warhammer 40k video from GMP Miniatures. So this time it's an unboxing and assembly of the new Adeptus Mechanicus Sicarians. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, or Sicarians, but there's two variations of model in this box. There's Rust Stalkers and there's Infiltrators as well. So I've got two boxes here and I'm going to assemble 5 Rust Stalkers and 5 Infiltrators. You can have a look what you get in the kit and see what the assembled models look like. So as usual here, I'm just going to go over all the sprues, give you a look at what you get on each sprue and give you an idea of the detail of the kit. So, starting on the assembly here, I'm starting off with an infiltrator first. I'm going to go ahead and assemble the kind of leader for each squad. They're slightly different and more interesting to assemble. So I'm clipping out the body and the legs here, and we're going to go ahead and move on to cleaning them up. So the first step to cleaning them up, I'm using a knife and I'm just going ahead and removing those sprue markings. And then we can go ahead and remove the mold lines once these are gone. So I'm using a mold line removing tool here. I'm just scraping that over the mold lines on the cape there, just to remove those excess plastic. So now that's done, we can go ahead and apply some glue. So I'm using the usual Rebel glue. It creates a great bond between the plastic parts, and I'm just going ahead and assembling this model here. It's really simple to put together, and it was really kind of quick to assemble. So I'm going to start moving on to the more detailed parts of this miniature. Now, not all the infiltrators have these extras, it's just the leader of each squad. So here we'll have a special backpack, and here's an example of a cleanup on a cape. So when the cape meets, the two parts of the cape meet, there's going to be a groove and indentation, which kind of ruins the look of the cape. So I'm just scraping over that with the tool to remove that indentation and make the cape look nice and smooth, the way the cape should look. I'm just applying all the extra bits and pieces like the head there, and I'll apply that backpack. Now this miniature is actually nearly complete, it just needs these weapons. There's not actually too many pieces to each miniature in this set, relatively simple to put together. And it's quite a fast process. The only fiddly bit I found was some of the arms they're quite difficult to get into place because there's other things in the way. So you'll see later on in the video, I do struggle with applying an arm like I do here, and I have to use a pair of tweezers. It's just simply because there's so much going on with the model, the arm's difficult to get into place. So I'm actually done with the infiltrator now, and I'm moving on to the Rust Stalker. Now this is the Rust Stalker's weapon I'm assembling here, and this is just going to go straight onto the body of the miniature. It's the exact same assembly as the previous one, it's just some slight differences. So I'm applying these arms in the same way. This one's got a claw and a sword weapon. And this is probably one of my favourite parts of the kit, is the way the miniature holds the sword backwards. I'll show an extra little section of that in a second. So I'm just going to go over all the different models that you can get in this kit, all the different assemblies, so you can see what they look like. So these are the infiltrators. The previous one was the kind of leader of the group, and this is your standard infiltrator. Then we'll go and have a look at the Rust Stalkers, and we'll look at those backwards swords. As you can see there, he's kind of holding that backwards. It looks really interesting and it makes for a pretty cool looking model. So that's the leader of the Rust Stalkers, and this is kind of your standard Rust Stalker. And they're all great looking models, I think they're excellent. I can't wait to get some paint on them. So I'd just like to thank you for watching.